guys, it's me, Janelle, and so for this week's video, I'm going to be doing some DIY Lush products, or like Lush inspired products, because I don't know if they sell like one of the things at Lush, but I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to make. So if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And by the way, I forgot to mention this, but I hope you guys are liking like the new like intro thing that I have, and like if you stay till the end, like the little thing that I have at the end of my videos. So, yeah, I'm just trying to, like, step on my game. So, if you like it, make sure to let me know, because I just want some tips from you guys on how I can improve my channel. So, yeah, let's just get started with the DIY Lush inspired products. So, the first thing we're going to be making is this sugar lip scrub. So, what you're going to be needing is some petroleum jelly, some vanilla extract, a container to put it in. I ended up putting in a bigger container, but yeah, some brown sugar, and then some regular sugar. So really all you have to do is eyeball this. So I did 1 part brown sugar and then like half a part of regular sugar. And you don't have to use regular sugar. You can use just brown sugar. And I'm pretty sure you can just use regular sugar too. Just the sugar just exfoliates your lips, so you can use whatever type of sugar you want. And then I'm going to take some petroleum jelly. Again, doesn't really matter how much. You can just eyeball it, and if it doesn't work, you can end up adding more. And I actually ended up putting mine in the microwave for like 30 seconds because it wasn't mixing together very well. And then you just need the littlest bit of vanilla extract. My sister accidentally poured in too much, so she poured it back in. But yeah, this just gives it a little bit of flavor. And I forgot to add cinnamon, but if you want to, you can add a little bit of cinnamon. That will help your lips too. And so now I'm just trying it out on my lips, and it looks really weird. But yeah, if you use all edible ingredients, you can also lick it off. So next we're going to be making these bubble bars. So you're going to need some shower gel, some baking soda, and I didn't have cornstarch, but cornstarch would work better, and then some food coloring. So all you're going to want to do is put 1 part baking soda and 1 part shower gel and mix that together. And I ended up using a lot more baking soda than what I showed you guys on camera, because as you can see after I mix it, it was very like watery, I guess, or like, yeah, even though there's not water in it, but it was just very like slimy, and it's supposed to be like a doughy texture. So yeah, just play around with that. And like I said, if you use cornstarch, it'll work better. And obviously these aren't going to be like as good as the bubble bars from Lush, but I mean, it's affordable, so yeah. So this is what my mixture ended up looking like, and so now all you're going to want to do is separate it into different parts. And the only reason I'm wearing gloves right now is because I didn't want to get the color stained on my hands when I dyed it, but I just laid down a piece of parchment paper, and I'm just going to be separating it into 3 different piles and then coloring them in 3 different colors. So I was doing like a tealish blue color, and then I was trying to go for a pink, but it's like a pinkish red color. And then I also did a purple color, but it's kind of like an ugly purple, but you know, whatever, I did my best. So now you are just going to want to flatten out your dough and make it into like a square shape. I used a different piece of parchment paper because the other one got messy with like all the food coloring. So yeah, I am just flattening it out, and you want to try to make it a square shape. That's not really a square, but whatever. And then you're just going to flatten layer on top of layer, and I recommend trying to flatten it down in your hand first, or else it'll kind of move around the other layer. And I didn't record me putting on the last layer because you guys probably get the deal by now. So now what you're going to want to do is use the parchment paper to help you and just roll it into a big cinnamon roll. And there is going to be like some like doughy residue on the paper, so that doesn't matter. But if you want to try to avoid that, you can lay down some baking soda or cornstarch or whatever you're using like along the parchment paper. But yeah, you're just going to roll it into a sort of a cinnamon roll. And then when you're done with that, you are just going to cut off the ends, and you can use those if you want to. I gave them to my sister because she wanted to try it out. But, yeah, you're just going to cut the bubble bar into slices. So now all you're going to do is just pick up the bubble bar and just kind of flatten it out and make it however you want to. I decided to make them into like little oval shapes so they looked a little bit more like the ones at Lush. And then when you're done with that, you can just pop them in the freezer and just let them sit for, I think it was like either 24 or 48 hours. So I decided to only use half of the bubble bar, and it still got a pretty decent amount of bubbles, and I didn't think this was going to work very well, but I'm actually really excited on how it turned out. So the next thing we're going to be making are these bath melts. So what you're going to want to do is put some boiling water on a pan, and then you're going to need some lotion, some molds, and then a heat-safe bowl. So just pour your lotion into the heat-safe bowl, and I ended up using a thicker cream because it just worked better for like the melting process. And then using tongs so I didn't like hurt myself, I put the bowl in the pot and just mix it around. And you're just going to want to wait a while. You should be watching it though, and you just want it to be a smooth consistency like this. So once it is a smooth consistency, you're just going to take it out, and I let it cool for a little bit so it wasn't like burning hot, but it was still like liquid, and then I poured it into some molds. And I just let these sit in the freezer overnight. So when you first put it in the water, it doesn't really do anything, but just wait a little while and it'll turn into a nice milky bath. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Bye guys!